So cooking vlog, life update on the gang. Okay, let's start at the Uber driver we had on our way to the Airbnb. That was a disaster.
Yeah.
He picked us up from the airport, which is cool, but he ended up like not having the right slip or something to get out of the airport parking lot or something like that.
Yeah.
And it took us like 10-15 minutes to get out, and it was really annoying because I just wanted to go home and like get ready for bed.
Yeah. Okay, mind you, we were on a plane for 11 hours.
Yeah, so we were
That was after that.
We weren't finding our Airbnb because the address on it was like weird and didn't make sense or something. Once we were like, we don't think we're going to the right spot. Do you mind going to this place instead because this just isn't right? And then he was like, well, I can't because you need to change it on your trip, which like understood, but also like, who cares? You're getting paid, dude. And so we were just like, whatever, drop us off. We'll walk for the rest of the way. It doesn't matter. So we wandered for like 20-30 minutes trying to find it and eventually had to get a taxi. And he took us to the right spot, which was a blessing.
We walked like a mile.
Yeah, and because it was like a $40 Uber ride. That's a lot of money for me. I was upset. So yeah, that was our Uber driver disaster. No big deal. We're still having a good time. Yesterday, what did we do?
Okay, so we had our first legal beer.
Yes.
Alcohol. It was so uncomfortable. Like,
we'll put in the daily vlog from that right now.
Daily vlog, first legal drinks. We're gonna get one beer at every bar we pass.
oh my god, there's like a lot. There's a lot of places.
A lot of them. We're not walking home tonight.
It's definitely fine.
Yeah.
I'm just very excited.
I have my ID. I do. Do you?
Do we need our IDs?
Yeah. Going back home.
We'll be back in a minute.
Yep. This costed $21.
22.
22?
And like some cents.
God damn.
They didn't even ID us.
They didn't ID us, which I thought was weird because I think I look like a child still, but not a big deal. I'm enjoying my night so far. Bartender?
Nice.
Nice, very attractive. That's key. He definitely would have made fun of us had we given him the chance. Hi, so we found bar number 2. It's called Bungalow. It's in right by the.
There were security guards.
There were security guards. They checked our IDs. That was nice. Look at this background right now, though. Okay. So we're like right by a yacht in some water. That's pretty cool. So we're just hanging out, being cool kids. Had our second drinks.
It's so uncomfortable.
Literally,
I really feel out of place.
But we met the nicest Indian men. They were very kind. They talked to us about where we should go. And I heard about this bar Ivy from this other person I talked to on Grindr.
It's $45.
No, I think he said 25. Like on Fridays they usually charge. He said they don't always, but like on Fridays if there's gonna be a lot of people they charge, which is like a typical thing. But $25 is a lot of money, and I cannot swing that.
Just to get in.
Yeah, just to get in. You don't even drink for that.
I bet drinks there is heavy.
Yeah, I bet they're at more than here. They were like $6 a drink or more. I spent probably $25 here. Australian money, so not USD currency.
Add up.
Like, that's a lot of money.
12.
So we decided today, once a week, max.
Yeah.
Weekends only, because we're responsible.
Unless we have like something that's really bad in our lives and we have to go out on a Tuesday night.
But
like,
then we'll just buy the
we'll
drinks and take them home, honestly.
We should go by a liquor store. All right.
I love that.
See you tomorrow.
So yeah, that's probably all the daily vlog for now.
Bye. Okay.
And okay, so basically, we still feel like children.
Yeah.
That's something I'll probably never get over.
Yeah. Well, we're 18 and it's like illegal at home. So
Yeah.
like here, like just walking up to a bartender and be like, hey, I want this. Like it's just very like.
And I feel like I look like a child.
Yeah, like it does. Like I felt so out of place.
Yeah. What else happened?
We got our bank account.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So let's talk about this. So a common bank here is
Commonwealth.
Commonwealth. So what we did, we just went in to the bank, obviously, and then set up an account.
Time out. Okay, so days before we left, we like signed up for the account there already so that they knew we were incoming and expecting us so that they would have our cards ready. So we currently have debit cards in Australia already.
Yeah. The problem is, we don't know how the fuck
We don't know how to transfer our money.
Yeah. And so I called my like state bank when like in Bryan, Ohio, United States. mom has to go in, sign papers, and transfer it over. It's a $69 process.
Yeah.
So that's a pain in the ass.
Big pain in the ass.
We got a phone though. It's super cheap, I think.
Yeah. It's
So-
like 50 AUD, right?
Which is like $38 in the United States.
And we get 60 gigabytes data, unlimited calling and texting.
Yeah.
So that's a blessing. They're really affordable. Super pleased about that. And we have our first 3 months already paid for, which is sick.
It's called Telstra.
Telstra, yeah.
So like if you ever like obviously come here, I would go with them. There's a couple of other ones, but that one's kind of like what everyone else.
The salesman that was working with us, he gave us some good pointers on what we should be doing as our backpacking journey goes, and he said we should definitely apply for Telstra immediately because they will be hiring a lot of people for the holiday season because of how many sales they get, which is really nice. And I'm not sure if they work on sales or hourly, but either way I know we're gonna make good money there.
Also, just like walking around the city, we're like, oh, we can do that. Oh,
Yeah.
we can do this. Like, there's so many job opportunities. So
We're not really
wherever
worried about it.
Yeah, wherever we go, I feel like we'll be fine.
We're going through this website, like it's called Flatshare, right? And there's like
It's
one
not called Flatshare, it's called Flatmate.
Flatmate, yeah. It's called Flatmate, and there's like one person so far. She lives in Melbourne that we're like is like kind of affordable for us to start and like live with while we look for jobs.
The biggest thing is that there's two of us. So I mean, if you were alone, I feel like this would be an easier process. But so finding people is, I don't know. Flatmate is a very good website
Yeah.
for finding roommates because it is a lot cheaper.
The salesman at Telstra, he said don't get a roommate because odds are they're going to like freak out one day and kick you out for something that's not very relevant. And I was like, okay, understood, but also that's more expensive and I can't really afford that in the city. It's pretty difficult.
We'll be okay.
Yeah, I think we'll be fine.
Also, if we do get kicked out, we can just go to hostels.
Yeah, and hostels aren't that expensive, especially
It's
as a
not
temporary
expensive.
thing.
Yes, a temporary, but we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so money. Everybody wants to know about our expenses and how this is actually like working as an 18-year-old.
Yeah.
Do you like, we want to be like, completely honest, like how much money we have?
In total, together, we have like 12,000 AUD
Our budget is like $700 a month.
for
each.
housing.
So like we have $1,400.
It's $1,000 a month rent, basically what we're spending, the equivalent of
You also make a lot more money here. Like minimum wage is like, what, $18?
$18 an hour, and
Yeah.
the taxes really aren't,
It's 25%.
which is similar to America. Super similar. We're expecting to make at least $1,500 a month.
Like money for food. So we're spending like, I think $400 our budget for the month for both of us.
For food, yeah, between like cooking for ourselves and eating out.
We're really like,
We're not big eaters, and when we cook, it's cheap food. That's
Yeah.
also good.
that's healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Like hummus and chips.
Hummus and chips, chicken and curry, spaghetti, you know,
That's
the
what
basics.
we're making right now.
Yeah. At this moment, my current goal is to work hustle as hard as I can for the first 6 months, save money if I can.
Our plan is to travel a lot, like the 7th and 8th month of our trip.
Yeah, and also I want to buy a car, and if I can accomplish that, I'm going to do it because that's like a return investment. I can sell it again, and that's gonna be like my plane ticket home. So we can like travel the outback and not have to pay for rent, which is also really sick.
Yeah.
Even though you don't really like camping,
Oh no, I hate it.
I like camping.
But also like, I want to visit like some of the other cities. I'd really like to come back here if we don't stay here.
Yeah, so far I'm in love with Sydney. It's gorgeous,
It's so
very good
great.
atmosphere.
It's so quiet for a city. Like it's like, I feel comfortable here.
Yeah, at night it's always popping. So many people. We were definitely the youngest ones last night.
Yeah.
Today we're printing out our resumes.
Yeah. That's another thing about Australia is that you don't do applications, you do resumes. So you walk in and give them your resume.
Yep. And
Very weird.
yeah, I don't really understand that, but it's fine.
I
So
really want to work at a bar.
yeah, #1 goal is a bar. But so that's all for now. Bye.